Would you rather take a drop of water right now or an ocean of eternal happiness later? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كَلَّا بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَ وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ. To a certain group of people, you love, you're after what's here and now. And you're ignoring the afterlife, you're neglecting, you're heedless of it. Similar to the idea of the marshmallow experiment, we should be teaching our children to have willpower and restraint, self-discipline, and to think about the things they have now of instant gratification as being of lower priority than the things they should be chasing later on, delayed gratification. Some examples is when you want to indulge in a high-calorie food or a treat that's unhealthy and it's not going to contribute to your good health, or the desire to hit the snooze button or on your phone and have some regrets later on, or the temptation to socialize and have fun instead of focusing on an exam or a higher priority. Now, one of the biggest contributors today to instant gratification, unfortunately, is technology and social media. That things are made for you to consume instantly. And if it's not there instantly and you don't have it quickly, like instant streaming for everything you have, and fast speeds as well, then it becomes unthinkable to wait for something that's coming later. You lose patience. Delayed gratification is a part of Islam. It's a part of Iman. There's sincerity to Allah. There's a commitment to the process. There's planning ahead. But then there is de-emphasizing the reward in the moment. This thing that's tempting you right now, it seems appealing, but it's not worth it. وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى. As for the person who fears standing before Allah on the Day of Judgment and forbade himself from boundless desires, meaning this person is not allowing their desires to control them, they are in control. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about this scenario of those who are going to enter Jannah. They had some fear. What are they fearing? They're fearing standing on the Day of Judgment before the King of all kings, before the Creator of the heavens and the earth, having shortcomings with regards to the most important right, the right of the Creator over the creation. That fear, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, in other words, is going to direct this person, it's going to help this person to end up in paradise. Why? Because with that fear, the person controlled his hawa, his desires. And when you talk about desires, they are not wrong in and of themselves, but they must be in line with revelation. There's a way to channel them rather than suppress them. So people have desires. There are ways to fulfill these desires in a permissible manner. And if someone has a desire that's going to lead to something prohibited, then it would remain prohibited to pursue it. So when we're talking about hawa, we're talking about someone who has a desire, but they are not allowing the desire to control them. So it's not their ideology. It's not the way of life for them. It's not the thing they identify with, a single desire in their lives. And so anything, for example, can be given as an example of something that can be harmful, like sleep. You desire to sleep more, but you know you're going to miss out on productivity, becomes harmful. So what happens here and what causes this? A lot of scholars say it comes down to empty hearts, disconnected from Allah. A lot of free time with nothing productive to do, a lot of excessive speech and socializing, looking at things that are prohibited, and also, number 5, not knowing the true nature of the human being and the desires that we have and how to control them. So one of the scholars, Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah, he says, remind yourself that you were not created to follow your desires. That's not what we were created for. You may have a desire, but what we learn as believers with delayed gratification, such as in the month of Ramadan, you prevent yourself, you resist, and what you do is you build strength. That strength will help you in other areas of life. That strength helps you to become a better human being. In fact, it is one of the tests of this world that we have the potential to do good and evil, that we have desires, that some are beneficial and some are harmful. The result is what? فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. You control your desires, then Jannah is your security. Jannah is your home. Jannah is your place of refuge. It is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He created us and told us what we need to make it to Jannah. He created us and knows how we feel and think and our emotions and desires, and told us what we should do, and that is the test of this life. Are you going to choose a penny now or $1 trillion later? A drop of water now or an entire ocean later? But the point here is what? There is a now and there is a later. Choose that which is lasting, and may Allah grant us the highest levels of Jannah.